details for the pre-flight is defined in the AFM for the Robinson R22 helicopters. The detailed checklist is in the normal procedure section in section 4. Here you can find on the second page the detailed list that you have to go through. This is what we're going to do right now. But make sure before you actually go and check the helicopters that you remove all the different parts and the covers and tie downs. This is essential. And now let's start. In order to test the warning lights, we need to open up the cowling. The switches are right here. The first thing that we're going to do is to put on the master switch. We then check the alternate and oil pressure lights. The next thing that we're going to do is to check the warning lights. That we are going to do with the switches under the cowling. You also want to make sure that you have sufficient fuel on board. Depending on your calculations, make sure that the minimum amount of fuel that you have prepared for is on board. You can see here the main tank and the auxiliary tank. Both together make your total amount of fuel. Once you have performed all these checks, turn the master switch off. When you check the fuel, also check the filler cap on top of the cowling. When you screw the filler cap back on, make sure that the white lines are aligned to make sure that the filler cap is completely closed. Once we have checked the filler cap, now we're going to look at the tank. First, the auxiliary tank. What we want to make sure is that there's no dirt or no oil leaks on the bottom here. Once we have done that, we check the fuel lines right here and the drain lines right here. Then we're going to look at the gearbox oil. We have a looking glass right here and it needs to be at least half full. Then we're going to look at the rotor brake, which is located right here. Also, we're going to look at the flex coupling. We're going to check it with our fingernails to make sure that there are no cracks. If there's a clear sound, it's fine. We're going to look at the yolk flanges right here. They have to be without any cracks. Then we check the different teletemps. A teletemp is a marker at critical parts in the helicopter that tells us the temperature at which these parts have been running at.